Hello guys, it is me Jayden from Cre8tionz. Today I have a tutorial video for you. We're going to be making a Minecraft server logo. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in just a sec. Okay, so welcome back. So we're going to be creating a Minecraft server logo. I have some examples on the screen for you to see right now. And we're going to be creating one of these today. I'm going to be stepping you through the steps on how to create one of these server logos. So yeah. First thing you need to do is open up a program called Clip Studio Paint Pro. Now this software does cost, I'm not sure how much it costs at the moment. I'll drop a link in the description to the website where you can buy it from. It's very cheap compared to other software. Compared to Photoshop it's cheap. But yeah, I could use Photoshop for this, but I prefer to use Clip Studio Paint Pro because I like the line better. But yeah, so once you've got this software you can get a free version as well. But once you've got it, you want to go and create a new file. And we're going to create our file as 2500 for the width and 1500 pixels for the height with a resolution of 300. Now this is just the settings I use. You don't want to click any of this other stuff like this, just leave that stuff alone. But yeah, we just want to have that, a normal white canvas. You can change the colour if you want, it doesn't matter. But yeah, and then we click OK and we have our canvas. So this is quite a large image, which you want the image to be large because people who own servers want to like have the image across full pages of websites and use it for loads of stuff. So yeah, you want it to be quite large and high quality, of course. That's why we did the 300 for the resolution. But yeah, so this isn't going to be a tutorial on how to use Clip Studio Paint. It's going to be a tutorial on how to draw mainly, and well, not how to draw, but how to create server logos and the process that I go through. So I'm going to assume you know some stuff about where to find it. It's not too complicated. We're just going to be using the pen tool and the rubber tool mainly, and a couple of stuff here. But I have set up my workspace, so we have my layers on the on the right hand side, sorry, and on the left hand side we have all the different pens and all the tools, change the brush size, all that stuff, and in the middle we have the canvas obviously. But yeah, so I'm going to be creating a server logo for a server called Skyblocked, and it's a Skyblock server. I have been given all the details on how it's going to look, so I know in my mind how it's going to look. We've discussed it with the client on how he wants the server logo to look. So yeah, so the first thing that I do when I'm creating server logos is I just get into a mini sketch of like what I want it to look like. So for that we're going to turn the stabilization. Stabilization pretty much makes all the lines look smooth, but we don't want that for the sketch. We want it to be like nice and easy to control. If you use the program you'll know what I mean. But yeah, so we're going to just sketch out some stuff and ideas, very rough, just so we can get in our minds an idea of how it might look. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is obviously write out the text in the top corner just so you can like have it there ready for you. We're going to actually be using a font and then tracing over it, but I'll show you that in a bit. So yeah, we're just going to sketch out something and I will catch you in just a bit. Okay, welcome back. So I have, as you can see, completed a small sketch. It's very rough, as you can see. This is the first initial idea I've had. I've added some water over here. Obviously I haven't actually textured it yet. Trees, a bit of vines. I'm still going to improve on it, of course. I'm going to be doing the second sketch. So the second sketch is just going over this one and adding more detail. We're not going to be doing the text just yet. I just put that in just so I could see it. But yeah, we're going to be mainly working on the background, and the text, as you can see, we're going to be using a template. I might not use this font. I'm thinking of using a different font. but I'll figure that out later. And obviously we're gonna have to like sketch over it. We're not gonna be using the text, we're just gonna be using the shapes of the text, probably changing them up, making things thicker so it's a bit bolder. But yeah, so I'm gonna get on to the second sketch and I will catch you after that. Okay, welcome back guys again. So as you can see, I've completed the secondary sketch. It's still quite rough. It's just so I can get a better idea. I've added all the details in now. So we're going to move on to the text now so I can show you how I do that. Also, I'd like to note that I used, as you can see for the first one, just a black, but I turned the opacity down on this one to 24. And then on the red, I just used the red and turned it down to about 70, 76-ish. It doesn't matter. You just got to turn it down so you can see it. And you can see the lines behind, so you can obviously trace over and improve. But yeah, so we're going to be going to the text now. So I'm going to find a text which I like for this. I don't really think this one's appropriate for it, as it's a bit too diagonal. I want it to be more blocky for this type of style, I think. I might end up using this one, but I'm going to go find the text and I will meet you in just a sec. Okay, welcome back again. I have found myself a font. Now this is just a nice font. I like it. It's simple and it's plain. We're going to be improving on this font though, because I think it's a bit too slim for me, so I want it to be a lot thicker for this style of artwork that I like to create. I like it to be thick text. That's what I think I'm better at, and also I think it will go well with this piece. So yeah, so pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to turn the opacity down. We're first going to apply the transform. We're going to turn the opacity down just so we can see it. We're going to completely get rid of the background just for now. I think that's a layer we don't need. So we'd get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that one. Actually, we can probably keep this one. Actually, it's the main one. Just turn it down a lot so it doesn't distract us. So yeah, we're gonna see this now. We turn this down. We're gonna use black again, probably, to do this one, and we're gonna get a new layer by coming over to here. New layer. So now we want to make this text thicker. So, but as you can see, if we make it all thick, it's just gonna look weird if we just do too much silly stuff and make it thicker in the wrong places. So a rule I'm going to use is I'm going to make this side thicker. So as you can see on the text, I'll zoom in here. As you can see over here, we have this length over here. We want to make that wider. So, but maybe keep this the same size, this one over here. So that means all the stuff on the left hand side. So this will be wider. This will be wider. That bit will be wider. On the Y it might be a bit different. We might have a wider base. But yeah, we got to keep it consistent, otherwise it's going to look weird. So I'm going to try this. If it doesn't work out, I will try something else, try making it all thicker. But yeah, after I've done this, I'll catch you again. So I'll see you in just a bit. Okay, welcome back again. That one was quite a long one. I finished the text, pretty much finished it. It looks alright in my opinion. I think it looks too bad. No, not too bad, sorry. But yeah, it's obviously still got a lot more cleaning up to do around here, making stuff thicker, but obviously this is just a sketch. Now if we bring this back up to the right opacity, we can see this here. And yeah, we can position it, and it's going to look quite cool, I think, in my opinion. It's going to look quite good. But yeah, so I'm going to probably be doing, I don't know, I might do another sketch. There's a lot of sketching in the process of making logos. But yeah, so I might have to do another sketch just to actually redefine everything in black, and then I'll do the actual line work. Or I could just go straight into the line work. I might do that, I might do the other one. But yeah, I think that the text looks alright. It's a bit thin on this edge, as you can see. The text is a lot thinner, but we can obviously even that out. We need to add details on the trees, all that stuff. But yeah, this is the whole process which goes into making logos. It is quite a long process, and you have to put a lot of effort into it. But yeah, normally when I'm just doing it on my own, I'm not stopping to speak, obviously, and I just literally put headphones on, listen to music, and just go through drawing. You've got to practice drawing a lot as well, to actually be able to draw on a tablet, because I'm using a Wacom tablet. It's not an on-screen one, it's just like a tablet on my desk, so I'm using that. So it's quite good. I've had a lot of practice with it. You just got to try and practice your line work. And yeah, just remember to keep on practicing. And with your lines, don't worry about going Control-Z if you can't get the line right. You've probably seen then that if I was trying to get a straight line and I kept messing it up, I kept Control-Zing to undo and keep redoing, and yeah, you just got to do that a lot. And yeah, so I'm going to catch you guys after I've done the line work. I'm just going to firstly say that I would advise using a small brush. So that's way too thick for the line work in my opinion. So we're going to go down to, I don't know, I think it's about a 3 maybe. That'll be quite good, I reckon, for the line work. We want it to be thin line work so we can just get the colour and it looks awesome. Also, when I've been going under here, I create a layer using this, the new raster layer. We're going to want to do it on a new vector layer, which I'll just explain now if I zoom in a bit. If I'll just do an example over here in the corner. If I do this, as you can, if I make a new layer, sorry, on here and do these lines here, we can go to the E or the rubber tool and go down to vector, and we can remove part of the line, and it removes it while keeping the other lines in contact, so it just kind of moves it up until they intersect, which is extremely handy. So that's what we're going to be using a lot. That is one of the main tips I would give. Yeah, we're going to zoom in, get it nice and big on our screen, and we're going to start the line artwork. So I'm going to see you guys after I've done all the line artwork. It might be a while, but yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
see my silhouette, and when the storms arrive, the flood beneath will rise. You're looking into my eyes and sing, I was never enough for you. Paint silhouette with my fingertips, trace out my regrets like they don't exist.
Okay, welcome back everybody. I have completed the text, made it look 3D, it looks quite cool, I'm pretty happy with it. But I did make a stupid error. Now what I did was I accidentally combined this layer at the back with this layer at the front. Now that wouldn't be so bad if they were both at the same opacity, but I turned the opacity of the back down, which kind of sucks because now we have the back and the front and I can't actually make them the same. So I'm going to try and fix this. I'm going to try and figure out a way to fix it. Pretty much try and get this background opacity to actually match the front. I could duplicate the layer and just try to do it that way, but that would probably not be the easiest solution, because if I duplicate the layer it will obviously overlap, and as you can see this is what happens. I'll just combine these two layers. If I duplicate it, it gets darker, but the lines also get thicker, and I don't really want that. So I will come up with a solution and I'll get back to you in just a bit. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion that I'm just going to keep it like this. It's not going to look too bad. I think it will look better actually with the background fade just a bit. It might look cool. Hopefully it does. But yeah, so now we have this layer with all our line artwork on it. It's looking all good. Now we can get into the actual colouring. I'm going to be probably speaking a lot more during the colouring section, because I need to actually help you a bit more during this part. But yeah, hopefully we can actually get it to look extremely decent. I'm just going to remove these bits here. And remember, you can add other stuff. It doesn't have to just be in the line artwork. You can add more stuff, it's cool. Later on, I mean. But yeah, so I think we're going to just put on the base colours first. And then yeah, we're going to go on with it. So let's make a new layer. Right click this layer and set as reference layer. Now go to the underneath layer and get the paint bucket tool. So we're just going to lay down block colours at the start just to get everything blocked out. We're going to go for a nice green for the trees. Let's just fill these in. Like so. Maybe a different shade of green for the leaves. This is not, that's an ore. So we're just going to go to here and get a nice silver. I'm going to actually make it just a bit blue. Probably just a tiny bit bluish. Just a hint of blue. Okay, that's looking all good. Now for this section, we're going to turn it just up to silver here. Under there for that, that's looking nice. A nice browny greyish colour for this. I'm filling these spaces as well. I might actually come across lines which I haven't actually completed, so it may fill in those, but it's okay. Like this one, yep, see that came out the entrance. But to fix this, we just have to go to here, block that up, and it should work. Yep, perfect. Go to P, draw the line over there, that's looking good. This bit over here is going to be a bit darker. Like that. Put in some of these lines over here. Now, you don't have to be absolutely perfect. Obviously, the more perfect you can get, the better it will be. But for the most part of it, these server artworks are going to be viewed from about, I don't know, they're going to be not going to be viewed up close like this, are they? They're going to be viewed out like that, so you can see the whole server logo. So for the most part, don't be too worried about if some of the lines are scruffy. It's not going to be the end of the world. Okay, now for the blue for this, we're going to block up this bit and get a blue. Looking good for a starting colour. You can just move that. Okay, like that. Okay. Now for these cracked rocks, we're going to go over to here, click I. Oh, sorry. Click I to get this dropper, to get the eyedropper up. Oh, don't want to open that. There we go. Click that, click that, click that. Scroll over to here. This time we use this colour. I again to get the eyedropper. That, and then we're going to turn it down a bit. We'll take this around and get these faces. Do the same with this. Make it a bit darker. Okay. Now we're going to colour these gems. I'm thinking of a, think of a diamond maybe. So a nice diamondy colour. That looks quite cool. And maybe over here we have some diamond as well. I know you wouldn't normally see diamond on the surface, but you know, it looks quite cool. I'm kind of going with a blue theme for this, as with the blue water, the diamond. Yep. Okay, so now we are going to be colouring the human, or the, not human, but the Minecraft character. We get a nice fair skin tone, like that, shading like that. Gonna go for a dark blue top. Obviously we can edit this, add more stuff. For the pickaxe we're going to go for a brown colour. And then for this we're going to go for maybe an iron sort of colour. And then we'll put dark there. Okay, that looks quite cool from back here. Now we're going to colour the foreground. Actually, firstly, as I missed out, we need to come to here again, pick up this colour and fill it in here. Just check if any more over here as well. Over here. I actually think, as you can see, the line goes about there. So you can remove some of that. Like so. Just go on checking. Should be all good. But yeah. We can get onto the text now, and for this I'm actually going to create a new layer and do it. So we're going to create a new layer, we're going under here and doing with the text. So we're going to, for the text, I'm thinking of a darkish blue colour. Let's see how that looks. Actually, to see how it looks, you just go through marking all the actual letters. It looks alright. I'm thinking of a different colour though. Maybe lighter bit down to here. Let's see how this looks. It's alright. Still don't think that's the perfect colour. You just got to go around checking for cool looking colours which you like. I think this one might be quite cool. Yeah, I think that's the colour that I might actually, I might go for that colour for the, oh, I actually went back too far. Go for the colour for these backdrops. Yeah, I think that would look cool. So that's going to fit in this, and obviously for the front, it will be a lighter colour. Let's just go in, adding all these. Yeah, see, I like to get the main shading, and no, the main block colours down first. That actually looks quite cool, the white text, to be honest with you. I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna see how it looks with the blue text. And then I'll have to compare. That is actually kind of hard to decide. How about lighter blue? That could look, this could look quite cool. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go with that. That looks quite cool in my opinion. Or do we go with the white? Because the white looks, or maybe an off-white. Off-white, grey, blue. I want it to be more closer to white actually. I think that looks cool. I think we're going to go with that. We have to decide something. Obviously, of your colours, or if you're making one, you can choose what colours you want to choose. But yeah, so now we're going to go back to this layer, and we're going to add in more of this base shading. So as you can see, we put some over here already, but we're going to actually add some more around. We're going to, firstly, I figured that I did something wrong here. I'm going to grab a brown, go to here with a bit more red, and I'm going to colour in this section. Actually, I'm going to go create a mask, so I'm going to create a new layer over this then. Click Control Alt and G, and as you can see, this red line comes up here, so this is masked into this layer. And now we can draw, and it won't go out the bounds of this layer. So we're going to quite a cool colour. Just gonna go down here. Go on to there. Like so. Now, I wonder if you can fill this in. Yes, we can. That's quite cool. Let's even this up a bit. Like so. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Do the same over here. So we go to this underneath there and actually fill in some of these white gaps there. Okay. So we can fill in this part. Here we go. Just up here. Okay. So that's alright. And that's looking pretty good. And then over here to the last one. Oh, one tool. Let's do this and that. Erase that and remove that. And fill those two in, and then just erase a bit more here to even it out a bit. Okay, that's looking all good. So now we're going to add some other shading as well, because obviously these trees aren't going to be shaded the same from all around. So let's get our eyedropper tool, click on that, turn it a bit darker, and also a good tip is instead of just going darker, twist this round on the colour scale. It gives it a different shade as well, instead of just completely darker. Now we're going to go even more darker, down a bit more, so it's a bit more bluey, as you can see. And it just adds a bit more depth instead of just adding like just darker in that colour. Okay. Now we're going to do the same on the trees. I just figured I might want to make these a bit longer actually, yeah. So, what did I apply on this one? I applied them on the wrong layer, yeah. Okay, so we're just going to do it on the underneath layer. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, that's cool. Okay, now we are going to add shading to the tree stumps, these bits. I forgot what they're called, I can't remember. It'll come back to me in a second. But yes, we're going to add shading to these. So, I'm going to grab this colour. I keep clicking the wrong button. Twist it round a bit, go darker. And we're going to have to go on this layer actually, aren't we? Yeah, so that's a cool colour. Go there, obviously you can be messy here if you can get that sec. Go down, do that and then remove this bit. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. Over to here. Oh, that's the wrong colour. Okay. Put this bit in here. Like that. And then go to E again. Okay. And then one last time over here. Can probably figure out faster to do this. Like this. Nope, this bit's connected over here probably. There we go. And now we can just fill in that bit like that and then edit this. Like that over there. Okay. That's looking quite snazzy, adds a bit of depth as you can see. With obviously the trees, just don't worry about that. Okay, now we want the top of this to be lighter. Over this bit, this top bit of the whole thing. Or we can have the bottom bit, we can do the bottom bit darker actually. It'd probably be easier to do the top bit lighter. Bring it up a notch, turn it on a bit. See how it looks. It's a bit too light actually, we're gonna have to probably go darker. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll go darker. Like that. Okay, so now we can do this, can't we? Yep. This bit. Oh, wrong bit. Okay, for this bit we're gonna have to put over it. Is it a problem? As you can see all these messed up lines. We're gonna fix them in a sec, I'll show you how to do that. That's simple. You should have probably done that earlier actually, but okay. there. Get our fill bucket tool again. In this. In that. In this. Not that bit. Okay. Now for these bits, we're just going to go manually. My keyboard seems to have turned off. It's not responding, so I have to just click on it. You can do the fill. Okay, we go back again. Okay. And if this is looking bad at the moment, don't worry, it will look better. But it is a long process. And we're going to be adding shading and all that stuff, so it will look miles better. Okay, please say we can do this now. Look on your gaps. Nope, perfect, okay. Let's go do this. And we have the last looking pretty good. So, onto the... We're not going to add any shading just there yet. We're only doing the cell shading at the moment. Over to the brush, maybe? Yep, we'll pick up a colour here. A bit darker. Those. Okay. Oh, I didn't know what that was. So now for the most part we are done with the cell shading, the basic shading, and now we can actually get onto the fun stuff, making it look good. I'll worry about the character's going to be a whole separate thing, don't worry about that. We'll be doing that later. Okay, so, first actually I'm going to sort out these, as you can see, all these weird things. I just want to go to your outline there and just get the brush tool, and not do that. There it is. You can just rub them out. There are artifacts left behind when you use the rubber tool. Just remove all of these by hand, it's not too hard. I've got some stuff on my screen so it looks like there's more. Yeah, I'm checking it's all cool. But yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start with the main base of the whole world. I'm not going to start with the text yet, I'm just going to start with this main block of world, and we're gonna actually rasterize these together, all combine them together. Combine selected layer. So you've got all the colour there and all the colour there. I'm just gonna put that in. No, I won't put that. I'll just put that in there. That should be fine. Okay, so we're gonna get this, and we're gonna add another mask. Control G, Control G. And now we're going to go to this layer. We always have to be on the text, no, on the outline layer, and we're going to select all the parts of the land. Even all the small parts. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing actually. Let's get a bit closer actually so it's easier. Oh, I think I messed, I think I've got some, I must have some gaps that selects it weirdly. Okay.
Now let's see what happens when we mix these two elements together.
We're going to get this selection thing as well and select some stuff using the select pen. It doesn't matter if we go over the line, like outside the region of the colour, because it's going to be in a mask, so it's only going to show up on this layer anyway. Okay, check we got all of it. Oh, over here. Oh, that was a bit weird. Okay. We should have all of this layer selected. Okay, now we're going to go over to our other layer now, with all this stuff still selected. And we are going to pick this, oh I keep clicking the wrong button. Pick this colour, make it a lot darker. Oh, sorry. Pick this colour. I'm going to go turn my light on 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back, and we're going to make it a lot darker. So we're going to pick this colour, boom. Make it darker. Now we're going to grab the brush tool, get it really big, and we can add a gradient to our image. Simple, just like that. Make it really dark underneath here. Dark on the edges. There we go. It's looking good. I'm liking that. It's a nice gradient. Okay. So that's looking quite cool. Now we're going to do the same with this one. We're going to set our artwork layer, our line art layer. Go to here, select this colour, get it a bit darker. This time we're going to go firstly from the bottom. As you can see, actually we're going to use a different brush tool from the bottom, but also I'm going to go from here. This side, because obviously this is underneath, so it's kind of that underneath there. Is that a bit too intense? Might be a bit too intense. Let's go try that again. That's quite cool. Okay, now we can also select. Oh, I didn't mean to do it on that layer, so actually, let's do it on this layer. There we go, just add a bit of stuff on that. Go back to this layer. We can use either this layer or this layer, depending on how you got it set up. Select this colour. Go to here. Select this again, and it got darker. Go to this brush tool. And just add the back shading. I might use the other one actually. The other one doesn't get dark, keep getting darker. Let's make it there, then like so. That's pretty cool. Add some shading on the tree bases. This is just a basic shade, remember? Nothing too special just yet. Okay. That's looking quite cool. Now we're going to go on some tree shading. So we're going to go to here. We're going to do all these at the same time. It's going to go to here and a bit darker. Just add some shading around the edge of the trees. Just got to think how the light's going to be hitting it. A bit more shading. Okay, that's quite cool. Now we're going to do the same on every single other side. On the other side as well. Oh, one there. Back onto this layer. And then onto this one. Make it darker. Just carry on doing this. Cool. Okay, now we're going to do the same with the rock, and I'm going to speed this part up just so you guys don't get bored. I think I've told you enough about shading so far, and I'll catch you again after I've shaded just the background.
Didn't think that I was cut enough to bleed. Then I saw my secrets getting swallowed by the sea. Through a telescope, I saw a diamond glow. How you brought me home, I guess I'll never know. With God as my witness, never had it so good. Jumping into love, fires it's a dry wood. Started off as nothing, now it's gold, and it's all on you. With God as my witness, never had it so good. Jumping into love, fires it's a dry wood. Started off as nothing, now it's gold, and it's all on you.
Okay, welcome back. So as you can see, I've done the shading for this. It's not complete shading, it's not the complete, it still needs a bit more work, but it's good for now. So we can work on the next part, which is going to be this guy here. So we're going to work on him and what he looks like. He's not going to be too extravagant, he's going to be basic, because when you've got a logo, you don't want it to be too complicated if they're small. So with the small things, you don't want it to be too complicated, or it doesn't look too good. But yeah, so we're going to concentrate on this guy now, so we're going to make a new layer, and I'm going to walk you through this guy. So we're going to get to his different parts, and let's highlight the skin first. Go back to our layer, pick this colour, head it down a bit, and then just add some shading around. Just on there. See, like that, pretty simple. Then go to the next part, which is going to be his body, his back actually. This part, one of these parts here, can have a bit of that kind of thing. Just so it can add more shading. Get to the front. His body, like this. Like this one. A tiny little shading on there, I guess. Okay, and that looks quite cool for now. And a bit more colour variation. We're going to create a new layer and do this. Get this brush, get it darker, one there. Highlights on this side. That's quite cool. Okay, now onto the text. It's really extremely simple. See, I'm not going too complicated, sorry. So I want to keep this simple and basic looking, so that their eyes are drawn, instead of to the background, they're going to be drawn to the text, and obviously the text includes the server logo, the server name. So obviously you want them to be looking towards the text, don't you? You want them to know what your server's called. So we're going to put more emphasis on the text. And that's why the background kind of looks a bit less blurred. The text is going to look a lot more vibrant and outputting than the background. But yeah, so I'm going to go through, add some more stuff to the background, and I'm just going to start, I'm going to add some more stuff to the background, just finish it up, and then go straight onto the text, and then hopefully I'll see you guys at the end. So yeah.
Go!
Hello guys, welcome back. This is probably the final time. I have pretty much finished with this artwork. It's for Skyblocked. It looks quite cool in my opinion. I'm going to do some cleaning up and fixing all the lines and all that stuff. I'm not going to do it on camera, on record or whatever. I'm going to leave that. But yeah, hopefully you guys have learned something from this process, watching me going through of the line art, then the colouring and the shading. Just learned something hopefully. And if you have, please leave a like and a comment down below. This video has taken absolutely ages. I started so long ago. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.